Hi Divine Rebels and Divine Rebel Youngbloods. Hey to everybody coming through the channel in a good way. Today we are going to do a video. I have a few on deck. It's Cancer Moon, so we'll see what we can get done with Baby Magic napping and Witchy Pup napping. This one is good things coming in for you so fast. We have a lot of Cancer themed crystals here, which will probably be throughout the next few videos. We have blue lace agate for number 1, very gorgeous. We have the blue calcite. We have a little half moon of selenite, or that's actually a quarter moon. This is the half moon with the crater here of selenite. So we have blue lace agate, blue calcite, quarter moon, or half moon, both selenite. Okay, so go ahead and pick your option. We're going to do some charms, we're going to do some tarot, and yes, it's going to be good. It's going to be good. What's coming in for you? Good things only, so fast. All right, for those of you that chose number 1, we have the 10 of Cups, the Fool, King of Pentacles reversed, and the Chariot reversed. Seeing what's coming in for you, good things so fast. Let me make sure I'm all up in the screen here. Move that a little bit, and we're going to throw some charms on it as well. Okay, so I have this charm bag here. What are some good things coming in for number 1 so fast? We have that, and then we have, did something fall? No? Okay, I thought one fell perhaps. Okay, so what do we have coming in? I'm seeing you guys being very, very fortified. Okay, I see that you guys, we have some howlite here that came out with the crystals. We have a conch shell upright, the teeth upright. We have an Egyptian jasper pendant, also called calligraphy jasper. We have my bead here that represents the union of fire and water. We have a prism here. This is my prism that connects with finances, and we have this bead here, which is like strength of solar plexus and armor, having that protection, like that bronze energy of armor, which interestingly enough, this on the Chariot in this card, he has a breastplate on. Okay, so I'm really seeing this reading come together. So what I'm seeing is you guys being very fortified and having a lot of strength and security around you. Some of you have been having where maybe you've been dealing with someone, getting in the dorms, or like a roommate, a landlord, something of that nature, someone in your family that makes you feel destabilized, or like maybe they're always acting as if you're going to have to move or you're not going to be secure. Some of you are in between housing or trying to relocate, and it's been very much a struggle. You know, it really hits at the solar plexus too, because it feels like a battle of the wills, or someone doing like a power play towards you, right? But this is showing that you're going to be very much set up in a very secure way. All right, so listen to your readings. This Fool is so cool because, look, I didn't even try to rhyme like that, but she's pulling a tarot card, and the tarot card is herself on there reading the cards. See, the cards she has are these cards. So it's like a super cool, like, whoa, right? Parallel realms and stuff. So I feel like, and look at her crown. She's crowned. There's that moon from the tarot deck there, and she's crowning herself with all those gesture puppets and masks that people think that she is, when really she has this divine insight, and she knows that she's exactly where she's supposed to be. She's going on the journey that she's supposed to be going on, even though others don't get it. Okay, so some of you are having a hard time maybe feeling like you're disappointing your parents, or you know what's expected of you, or going against the grain of society, and yet we have the 10 of Cups here. At the end of the day, some people might actually be afraid that you'll succeed. As much as they may say that they're afraid that you're going to fail and there's all these failures, they might not even be able to comprehend like what they're going to feel like being on the outside, because they think they're all the kings and royalty. But you have this stored up for you, okay? Even though it's this dark sky, it's a stormy day, right? Some of you came from tough times. Some people around you might just have a hard time thinking that, you know, maybe you're going to risk it. I am getting this feeling that some of you come from maybe families that have immigrated, or they had to do a lot of change in order to get stability and security, right? It was a struggle. They sacrificed a lot, so they don't want you to gamble away what they see as your limited chance. But this is saying that you have the ability to be very, very stable and in power in that situation, not where you're like having to sell out or there's going to be someone else controlling you. So continue to defend and protect what you are working towards, okay? Some of you are in the LGBTQIA community, and I see you being able to, maybe you've been not been able to integrate into the community and feel like you can connect with people who are, you know, similar lifestyle as you, or maybe it's the other way around. You want to be able, basically there's like this energy of, regardless of what the community is you guys are trying to connect with, there's just been some boundaries and buffers and trying to incorporate different sides of yourself or connect with people who are a little different than yourself. And I see that starting to resolve itself, okay? Maybe you've just felt like an outsider and you weren't really sure where life was taking you. Maybe you weren't feeling accepted. Some of you might have tried to reconnect to a side of family that you were estranged from and just felt like, wow, like I just feel like an outcast. So the positive from all of this is that it's going to turn out all right. It's like, okay, spoiler alert, you're going to have a happy ending. It's almost like it's kind of weird, but it's almost like, screw the journey, you're gonna get in a time capsule, boom, happy ending. That's some of you just needed to know that. I went through this phase in like high school, where, or maybe middle school, I don't know, when I was younger, where I would read the last page of a book and my mind can already figure it out anyways, but I would read the last page and I don't know why, and I would just keep that in mind as I read the book, and it made it more interesting. So for some of you, you need to know it gets better. You will have success and stability. You will find people who love you for you. To be honest, you will really stunt on them hoes, okay? You are going to be successful in the face of people who didn't think that you could be successful. And I love this Egyptian jasper here, because this is like writing your own story. It's reminding me of like the tusk of Ganesha. You coming forward, right? From the grit and salt of your own teeth, you commanding with your own mouth, you prophesying your own story and deciding that you are going to be something, all right? You're going to be somebody, and really sticking with yourself and taking care even when other people don't get it, because it's not their path. They're not driving. And that's the thing. Some of you, if you've had those dreams where someone else is driving the car, that's a sign. Those dreams are always a sign that we don't feel in power in the situation. So what we want to do, if you have one of those dreams, try to make it a lucid dream and you go and get in that driver's seat and you start driving yourself somewhere. And some of you are already having that, dreams where you're just cruising, or maybe the urge to drive or travel, to take fate into your own hands. And that is your positive message, that it's time to do so. You will have protection and security even when it doesn't seem like you do, even when you're making big leaps and changes, even as you transition from different phases of life, even when you are maybe not seeing eye to eye with your elders. You know, it is the duty of youth to rebel, to revolt, right? To say, oh, hey, we found some things that you guys missed. You guys did great on some things, but here's some areas we still need to improve this world. And this is some areas that I have to walk my own path. I have to beat my own drum, okay? So you guys have that protection. Go ahead and feel strong in your solar plexus, feel strong in your communication, and you dictating to the universe who you are, all right? You writing that autobiography, you saying what your ending is going to be, and really focusing on that. Feel free to, you know, release this. I'm feeling like, you know, those nights just crying yourself to sleep, those sadnesses, and feeling like you couldn't blend all the different aspects of yourself together or be understood. I feel like that ain't but a thing, because the 10 of Cups is where we find the people who love us, who see us, who get us, and we also feel that way towards them, and we start creating our own families, and, you know, that's such a big part of our success. All right, but yes, I definitely do see more security for those who have not had secure homes and things of that nature. Okay, so that is some positive news, things coming in for you so fast, and I'm very, very happy. I'm very, very happy to see that for you. So many blessings, and I'll talk to you again on another one. All right, for those of you that chose number 2 with the blue calcite here, we have the 9 of Pentacles reversed, 6 of Wands, 3 of Pentacles reversed, and the Devil reversed. Let's get you some charms here. good things coming in for those who chose number 2, be calcite. So fast. Okay. Let's see what we've got going on here. Yes, we have the heart prism. We have a beautiful flowering solar plexus energy, very much like the sun card in tarot. We have a tourmalated quartz. We have the sun charm winking at us. It's kind of reversed, but we'll see. We have chrysocolla. This is a small piece. Chrysocolla is gorgeous. If you look, this is a rough piece. If you see it polished, it looks like the globe, like the world from afar. And we have an amethyst pendant, okay? Yes, this makes sense. Okay, good messages, good things coming through. The first strong message that I got is that some people are struggling with addiction, okay? And you're needing to hear a good word. Can I make it through? Some are alcoholics. There could be drugs. There could be food addictions, sexual addictions. And I see you triumphing. You might have a timeline for yourself. You might be in a program and feel like, I don't know if this is for me. I don't know if I could detox. I don't know if I can get through this. Some of you are trying to get your health back on you know, on its feet. You're trying to see if you could, maybe you just feel like, wow, I really just took a lot out on my body. I've been taking my body for granted. I don't know if I can get it back, if I can heal. I see you triumphant here, okay? I see you being able to detox. I see you being able to get back into self-love and confidence with yourself in a way. Even as I turn it, I'm seeing all the different little rainbows, so many different facets of possibilities here within this crystal. And just rerouting yourself, getting grounded again, feeling worthy in your body, feeling connected to nature. Okay, nature could be very important for you guys, and for those of you who've been needing a retreat or a getaway, I can see that happening for you. Okay, some of you will be going away to a spa trip, a vacation, a rehab, you know, because sometimes people, you really need to get into a program or something and there's just no opportunities. I've known people in that situation and they're trying to do the best for themselves and it's very hard. I'm seeing an open door for that. Okay, maybe you need transportation somewhere, or you're just like, you know, I can't be healthy where I'm at. I need to relocate. I need a fresh start. I need to be somewhere safe, and that's rutilated quartz. Tourmaline, black tourmaline is very protective and is so healing to our physical bodies, and trying to help us keep safe and take out whatever is negative, whether negative energy, and it really can be just so, you can feel it in your body when you have it close, and quartz amplifies that. So your signal, your call for a healthy life, to get rid of the toxicity around you, to find somewhere where the sun's shining in a good way, you know, like, just, could I have a sign? Can I please just have a sign that things are going to be okay, that, you know, the sun's going to shine on me again, that I can, you know, care about myself, that I can truly love myself and feel like I belong here and feel healthy and strong. This is a good message for you, okay? This is a blessing. Some of you have needed space away from a person who is trying to reclaim themselves because it's been too toxic to stay close to them, and that's very hard to give yourself time away. But I'm seeing also that that's possible for you to go and feel like you can rejuvenate yourself without feeling guilty, you know, without feeling like you have to stay in a negative situation. Some of you are wondering if you can get away from a toxic relationship, and the answer is yes. Okay, we have, let's pull this up close. We have the Six of Wands, this chariot race here going on, the celebration, and they've come in victorious. Okay, and very fast, so fast with the horses there. And I'm getting the message too that you don't know right now what your body's fully capable of, okay? Because sometimes when we're struggling with self-love and confidence, even if we're getting way better, we can put limitations on ourselves. And so your body, it's like it wants to connect with you again. It wants you to feel safe in it. It wants you to not doubt what it is capable of overcoming. Okay, some of you are trying to heal after something very harmful has happened to your body. Okay, it could have been outside of your control, and it could have been a long time ago for some of you, and it's just been something that was very scary, and you don't know if you're gonna get over, and you could have that memory, that cell memory in your body and I'm seeing you get what you need. Some of you, it's going to be through ceremony or something that's almost like a spiritual experience, okay? Reconnecting and releasing and getting some healing help, okay? Some of you, it will be through a group program or connecting with others, so please don't feel ashamed. Whatever you need to do, whether it's Weight Watchers or a 12-step program, or going to a traditional ceremony, whatever it is, but you have huge information here that you can heal, you can make a comeback, you can thrive again, okay? You can forgive yourself. I'm going to get real serious for a moment. Some of you are going to be able to come through that dark time of self-harm, okay, and truly forgive yourself. Some of you, maybe you haven't done anything like that for a long time, but it still weighs on you. Sometimes we feel guilty what we've gone through with our body, or if we weren't eating well, and part of us not healing and staying stagnant is a self-punishment, even though at the same time we feel very bad because we feel like we let down our bodies, right? And so this is good message for you that your body's ready if you're ready, okay? There's forgiveness there, there's love there, and the ability for you to reconnect and be healthy, okay? So you have no idea what races you'll be running. Some of you will be going, like, literally, I'm seeing people doing marathons, I'm seeing people dancing, I'm seeing people oh, what's it called when you climb up in like the curtains and stuff and you do those aerobatics and stuff. Like, I'm just seeing people just find so much joy in their body. Some people, it's like you're just getting around the house and it feels good. You can do things for yourself. You're feeling successful. Like, so whatever your accomplishments are, some people, it's like, wow, I'm actually eating healthy. This feels amazing. Remember, everyone's path is different, and this is also spiritual. This is also, a blessing. This is wealth and abundance as well, to have good health, okay? So that is the message I'm getting for you guys, is thriving health, reclamation of the body, getting grounded and secure, and any pains or fears or things that have been carried in your physical body memory being released, okay? And being able to have security and safety. And remember, there's so much more that you and your body are capable of, and that will happen on your journey than you currently can even imagine, okay? Beautiful, beautiful messages. So I'm so grateful for these messages. I wish you so well on your journey, and I hope that this was good medicine for you. Please like, share, subscribe, and comment, and I'll talk to you again on another one. All right, for those of you that chose number 3 with the quarter moon, we have 9 of Swords reverse, the Lovers reverse, the Hermit, and the Prince of Pentacles. We're going to also go ahead and get some crystals here. Good news coming in for those that chose number 3. Okay. All right, we have a couple third eye beads, crown chakra energy. We have some ancestor energy here. Yes, okay. Some of you are going to focus on business. You guys have a blessing from parting from negative situations with a clear conscience, okay? I see you coming out of fear and stress. Some of you have had a lot on your mind, a lot of fears, worries, what's right, what's wrong, because you're getting a lot of cosmic messages. See them holding that stardust there, the Hermit here? All right, your third eyes have just been like pop, 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 popping like champagne open, okay? And it's like you're gonna finally get a little space from these downloads that have been coming in from the celestial world, from the spirit world, so that you can actually process the information, okay? I do see you separating in a healthy way, in a way that feels good, from social relationships that aren't the business, okay? And from romantic relationships that aren't, but again, aren't the business. It could even be business contacts. Maybe that's why I'm saying it that way. And stepping into your own. And this is feeling like, before maybe there was a lot of heartbreak and stress and concern, and you weren't really sure how you would do it. And now it's you stepping in on faith, okay? Because the Hermit, he wanders and knows he can conjure anything that he needs, okay? He learns the land, he learns his skill set. He's not really focused on money and finance and things of that nature. It all comes comes to him. And it's not that he doesn't love anyone, that he's the hermit. He has great love for people, but he just knows that he needs to become his best self. Okay, so this is for those of you who have been feeling lonely, for those of you who have had to make some tough calls of maybe been feeling like breaking up with like a sibling or a parent or just someone very important to you. This is saying that, you know, confirmation that you're doing the right thing. Okay, you're tapping into your soul's goals, what you're meant to do, and at this time won't last forever. Okay, what is going to happen, it's going to let good people be called towards you. All right, and for some of you, it's what was healthiest for yourself and your child, and so that you could focus on your stability and your security. I also see a bigger, more direct connection with your ancestors coming through. They've kind of been low-key so far in this communication, and now they're going to step forward, and you're just going to have a knowingness that you're not alone on your path. Okay, and that alone can make things so much more easy. If we feel like, okay, yeah, like I got the winds at my back and the sun shining on me and I know where I'm going, or I understand what's going on, that clarity, that feeling of being embraced and having a blessing, that's what I feel. I feel like this cosmic blessing on you guys, a blessing from your ancestors upon you, on your path, to bless your feet on your path. Okay, some of you are going to be journeying towards water, and this could seem very sudden, but somehow you guys are going to be having these messages and getting these signs where you suddenly know that you need to be a certain place, or that you need to say a certain thing to somebody, or, you know, very symbolic things, and you're going to show up in people's life, and it's almost going to be like, wow, like you're a blessing. Part of the good things coming in is you realizing what a blessing you are, and the good butterfly effect you can have on others. Okay, so it's like some people are gonna be like, wow, do you think that person was real? Like, this person just popped up on me at Walmart and said, you know, this tidbit, and that was exactly what I needed to hear to help my path. So your guys' good things coming in is that you're stepping into your wisdom time, where you can have a knowingness about you without having to have a codependency with others, and without having to feel like it's such a struggle. If you've been working on learning astrology, or learning how to meditate, learning how to connect, you know, to the divine for yourself, you're really going to feel that amp up. Okay, and even you know, this elephant so significant for me. It's serpentine stone. It's from Peru. When I went to Peru up in Cusco, I always say there was a mother there. She's working by herself, taking care of her child by herself. She had this tiny little booth, probably the space of this little table I'm at right there. And she just really blessed me up. We talked and we had such a great chat, and she gave me this, and it means so much. It's been in all my travels with me. It's lost a little leg and a little tusk, all right, working its Ganesha, but you know, just that love and that care and that stability. And she gave me a blessing when she gave it to me. And that's just that reminder that no matter how much we feel we don't have to offer our spirits, our blessings to others, us being at the right place at the right time is for a reason. And some of you have really been just searching, like, what do I mean? Like, what's the point of me being here? Like, you know, what am I here to do? And you're gonna see how much wisdom and light and understanding and guidance that you can give others. And it's not always going to be in a big guru kind of way, but this is like in a real way, heart to heart, just having those connections where you realize on both sides of the equation how important it was to connect and to touch each other's spirits. And you'll get the messages you need and the confirmations and validations you need, and they will as well. And yet there's this feeling of being whole and having your own mission, you know, without having to be kind of caught up in someone else's spiritual path, or, you know, sucked into a relationship that might not be the best, and things of that nature. So it's a beautiful independence. It might feel a little bit scary at first for some of you. Maybe it's been feeling a little bit lonely because you're not used to that dynamic, or maybe you've been alone for a while but haven't seen the fruits of the growth that helped you through. But now you're really gonna see what you have to offer the world, and see just how unique and whole that you can be as a person, and how that affects people. I mean, look at that blessing she gave me years ago, and I'm still passing it along to you. Is that not phenomenal? Like, wow, we have no idea the way that we bless others, the time we take to interact with another human being, the time we take to be humble and caring, even in the most humble of our situations. How that's the kind of stuff that makes you eternal. That's the kind of stuff that makes your spirit immortal, and remind us that we're these immortal spirits having this amazing experience here. So I see many blessings on your path, and that you are going to be able to be a huge blessing to others. And that is some real good stuff coming in for you so fast. Okay. So please like, share, subscribe, and comment, and I'll talk to you again on another one. All right, for those of you that chose number 4 with the half selenite moon with a little crater here, we're going to pull some charms as well. What are some good things coming in for you so fast? Oh, that's a whole lot of charms. Okay. Let's see what we got. So you have the 10 of Pentacles, we have the 9 of Wands, the Prince of Wands, the Knight of Wands, and we have the 3 of Swords reversed. Okay, we have a Christmas tree reversed. We have Isa face down the room. We have Manas. We have this amulet, a throat chakra bead, fairy face down, a charm that says wish, a charm that is for Witchy Pup, her first charm. We have a root chakra bead, and we have this huge titanium aura quartz that has a moonstone in it. Okay, so let's see what we have for your messages. Good things coming towards you. I feel you guys being very connected to the seasons, to the animals, to the environment around you. Okay, some of you are about to get adopt a furry family member, or maybe it won't be furry, maybe it'll be a reptile or a bird, but I see an animal companion coming in for some of you, and blessings and thanks. Some of you have been so caring to the earth. You've been being environmentally friendly. You've been out here, you know, being a warrior, a spokesperson for the creatures on our planet, all of the other relations, and just being so, you know, respectful, and learning more and more how to live in harmony with nature, and to try to, you know, reverse any footprint that you're putting on, and make things sustainable for future generations. And for those of you who have been doing so, your root chakra is going to be so blessed. And I feel this protection towards you from the animals that love you, from, you know, the fae, from nature. You know, we never know when a tree is blessing us for being kind, or a plant is giving us a blessing, or, you know, that's real. Animals can bless us just like we can bless them. And I feel like that, you know, not abusing your power and being harmonious with your fellow creature is really going to come back and be a blessing to you as well. And for those of you who have not yet experienced that journey, I'm seeing some people like this person has this cheetah on and things. You're going to feel a bit more of the circle of life, and feel more in connection with the environment and the earth, the creatures around you. Okay, you might be surprised. Some of you are going to end up being very close to an animal that maybe you didn't intend to come your way. Maybe you babysit an animal for a friend who goes abroad, and then they end up loving you so much that they stay with you. So I do see some unexpected connections to creatures, and just like the blessing that they end up being in your life. It's like they melt this ice for you coming in. And I do feel some of you working in therapy and things of that nature with animal creatures, or in the environment, gardening, some kind of cleanup in the environment, things of that nature. So that is a big part of healing right now, is connection to the earth and to other non-human creatures. All right. Yeah, it's a big thing right there. Okay, tuning into what else we have here. I feel a sense of finding your place, like finding your place in it all. Some of you are going to have more clarity and understanding on the family dynamics. I'm seeing two sides. Some, it's going to be that you understand why things were a certain way. Like for instance, sometimes we still see things in our family from a childhood perspective, and we just say, like, maybe the story that we're always stuck on is my parents weren't there for me, my parents didn't pay enough attention to me as my other sibling, and that's our story, right? And then we actually sit down as an adult and we talk to them, and they say, well, remember, your sibling was not, you know, as able-bodied as you were in a lot of ways. We were in the hospital with them a lot, and it wasn't that we were ignoring you, it's, you know, we had differences in raising you. And then as an adult, we're kind of like, oh yeah, and we look at it completely different, right? So I'm seeing some kind of sit downs and talks with family. Maybe you'll sit down with an elder and finally understand, like, you totally forgot that, like, they were a descendant of somebody who was treated really rough, and that they had, you know, that their whole reality and what they gave you was the absolute best, you know, cushy reality coming from what they had to struggle through, what they had to come through, you know? So there could be things like that going on for certain families. Now, some of you, it's not, some of you did come up harder, all right? And there was tougher things to talk about, and it's not that it's going to excuse that, but there could just be some understanding that helps you finally just heal and release it, and just, you know, let them go their way and hope for healing, and let you go for your way and hope for healing, okay? Where you don't feel like you have to stay entangled in the toxicity, okay? So there's kind of different storylines. It is a general reading, but there is just this peace. I feel peace with the past, okay, is coming up. No longer fighting it, having to be a warrior about it, having to feel like you have to stay close to it but still get hurt. You know, it's like that oven is hot, it's burning us up, but we still feel like we have to sit there and prove something, okay? So that is going to it's going to have a relief, a release, okay? Some of you, there's stories of being adopted, and there's going to be clarity about that. There could be things with step parents, adoption. I'm just seeing a whole bunch of themes. So you could be discovering some things, and that being very exciting for you and coming through, like this wish that you really had, okay? Getting to know a side of a family, things of that nature. And I'm just feeling the ice melting, okay? Whatever has been the blockages, maybe it's finally time and you can handle those things. But I'm seeing big familial healing your family stories, okay? You getting what you need so that you can put up and take down whatever walls should and shouldn't be there, and feel like you can move on without the hurt and the pain and the anger and that kind of vengeance feeling that some of you are carrying, so that you don't pass that along. Breaking those generational curses, moving forward to your family, and, you know, undoing anything that was kind of set in stone, and instead replacing it with blessings for future generations, okay? Some of you are worried about a significant date. It could be a birthday or holiday or something of somebody, but there could be, again, a bitterness about this person. Maybe it's somebody who's a relative, but at the same time there were some harmful things attached to the relationship with that person. Those kind of things, I'm feeling that's the good news, is that feeling, that fear of being reminded of certain situations or people, that's going to be dissolving, okay? You're going to be finding your voice. You're going to be finding security and strength separate from them. You're going to be discovering how to separate your energy, your aura, find your healing, okay? So that you no longer even feel a trigger in relation to those dates, to that person, to that relationship. For some of you, it is a romantic relationship or someone you were trying to create a family with, okay? I even get that some of you might be helping someone that's like a make-a-wish, something of that nature. You might be able to be a blessing to someone else, or a blessing that your family's really needed is going to come through, okay? I am getting that. For those of you who have had some obstacles to health, this is more ongoing. Like, I'm just getting the image of like someone who needs like a new wheelchair, somebody who needs more mobility. Maybe you need adjustments in your home to care for a family member, things of that nature. I'm seeing that come through. I'm seeing a health and security, again, when it comes to like therapeutic connection with other creatures. Like, I'm seeing horses, I'm seeing dogs, birds, those kind of things. I'm seeing that. like speech therapy for someone. I don't know why I'm seeing someone who needs speech therapy and I'm seeing a bird. Okay, so there could be things, if there's been a child that's autistic and you're trying to you know, just do whatever you can to make them comfortable and have wonderful experiences and help their learning experience. I'm just seeing many blessings. It's almost like I keep getting the Rosetta Stone. So if there's been language barriers, or if someone hasn't been able to speak up, I feel them coming into their voice, okay, and being able to speak up. I feel like the clarity you need, if you're needing someone to be a witness to a situation so that it can be resolved and there can be healing and you can move on in a safe space, I feel that coming as well, and that protection being there. And again, I do see a lot of gifted children, okay, so whatever are their obstacles, if they've been acting out because there were some tough family dynamics or secrets that came out, I'm seeing positive resolution. I'm seeing you guys getting forward to where you need to be to heal. I'm seeing, you know, the feeling of, you know, I don't know if we're going to be able to celebrate this holiday. I don't know if we're going to find joy again. I don't know if this was too traumatic and if we can move on and be happy. It's like that joy is just right around the corner and it's going to be able to come through, okay? And all of that sparkle, that childlike wonder, that fairy tale, you know, like they said, the eternal kid, that Peter Pan energy, it's going to be there, and there's going to be happiness and joy and fun and just celebrations that are had, okay? So I just really want to encourage you guys. I know this is a positive read and sometimes we have to talk about the tough stuff to show how it's going to shift, because it's being addressed. Basically, your spirit crew's like, look, we see all this heavy and we're transmuting it to this for you. You are going to get there, okay? We're not just giving you some fake positivity to slap on there and pretend like, okay, yeah, you're gonna be happy, you know? No, we're gonna talk about the real stuff so you know we see you, okay? We see you, we know what you're going through. We see that tough past. Some of you, like I said, you're working hard for your children. You want them to be in a safe space, and things have not, you know, there's been some real stuff happen, okay? And I feel like you're gonna make it. I feel like your holidays are gonna be good. That spark is gonna be there. I really do feel like there could be a mutually beneficial connection with an animal of some sort that could really help healing all the way around, like adopting an animal, something of that nature for some of you. And I do feel like the communication with your children could really open up, especially if there's been some kind of concern and you didn't understand what was going on with them, okay? I feel like that can really happen. Or if you've had that, if you've just had this, oh, I don't know why I'm frustrated, I don't know what's going on with me trying to be a parent, whatever that healing is that you need so that your heart can open up to that connection, I see that coming through for you, okay? All right, and some of you, that healing is going to lead you into parenthood, because maybe you haven't had a child yet, but you've been working on your own stuff, and that's why that divine timing was waiting and to bless you up into parenthood, so that you could have time to work on and heal what you needed with yourself. And then around the corner, you'll be moving into whatever type of nurturer and guardian will come about, okay? Yes. Let me see what else I'm getting. Yeah, I'm just seeing a lot of clarity, coming through for you guys in relation to anything that had to do with the care or concerns around children, okay, or pregnancies, things of that nature. All right. And I do see more belief in humanity coming back, okay? So that's what I see for you guys. I really hope that this is uplifting to you, gives you encouragement through these times that you're going through. I see so many celebrations and blessings and gifts here, and I really hope your heart feels that, okay? So please like, share, subscribe, and comment. If you come in a good way, definitely join the fam, and we'll talk to you again on another one. Bye.